Why does Windows not recognize files inside Linux partitions? I dual booted my Windows XP, installing Linux Mint. I found out that when using Linux Mint, I could see and open files installed on Windows XP, but when using Windows XP, I can't see and open files installed on Linux Mint. Why is that? Why does Linux recognize Windows but not the other way round?
Windows does not have native Linux file system support, Extension 3, Extension 4, ZFS, among others. It's as simple as that.
Windows only natively supports the NTFS and FAT, several flavors, file systems, for hard drives/magnetic systems, then CDFS and UDF for optical media, per this article. To access other file systems, additional drivers/software will be required. As an example, the Extension 2 installable file system for Windows driver is an open-source project that supports the Extension 2 system. Edit, correct typo, listed the AFS instead of UDF, kudos to @Chris for catching the mistake.
It's just because of the difference in file systems of Windows and Linux systems. Windows does not support the Linux files or file systems.
In addition to Windows simply not having support for Linux file systems, Microsoft cannot reasonably take on the responsibility of guaranteeing your data will be safe if they try to support them. For example, and completely hypothetical, say the Extension 4 team improves performance by recognizing a new Extension 4 in node format that is not backward compatible. Windows next modifies your data but mixes the old format with the new one, because it doesn't know about the change, and corrupts your data. Who will you blame? For years, as my memory recalls, the Linux kernel had read-only support for NTFS, and write support was labeled unsupported for years after it was introduced. The Linux kernel was obviously very concerned about data integrity until they were confident their NTFS file system support was fully stable and understood. Now imagine how much harder it would be on the kernel team if Windows had 3 to 5 other file systems just as popular as NTFS. Think ext3-4, XFS, RISERFs, BTRFS, etc.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.